Hello, welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen, and it is Tuesday, which means it is time for Stash Dive Tuesday, a hop started by Scrabby Adam and Rebecca Lockhart. And so I have kind of dove into my stash and pulled out some old stuff, some stuff I haven't found a way to use. And this little silver bin right here was sitting on my desk, and it has acquired a lot of little this and that. And I organized it because it did not look like that. And pulled a lot of different things out. And then like this little handful right here is all like travel and transportation. So I'm going to put that in my little travel box. So at least it is organized. And so I pulled some things out of here that I thought I could use. And then I pulled some sticker sheets and little embellishments that I thought I might be able to use. And then found this little wooden thing that says relax on the porch with me. And that is how I decided which picture I wanted to use. I have this picture of my daughter and my husband, and they're sitting on the back porch at our the beach house that we rent for spring break. And I just felt like this was the perfect picture to document with that little sign in mind. So I've held on to this for a while because I wanted to use it to document one of these beach adventures, because I have lots of pictures of my dad on the back porch. But this was really calling me because I've been working on Beach 2022. So I also have like this Tim Holtz chipboard I don't use. These little clouds that are cut out from my Cricut that were the inside of something. This is a Park Lane piece of a frame. There is a doily. I have a single blue heart and a single silver heart that are Miss Grossman's. This little thank you thing that came off of a wedding tag. These little hearts that were the inside of a die cut or something that got, I just saved them because I thought, oh, these kind of look like, whatever. And then this little word, love, and I think this was the inside of a frame or something. And I thought, oh, this will work. I can use this for something. So I kept it. All this time, I probably had it for a year. And then I have these Bo Bunny press stickers and this word phrase up here about daughters and dads. I thought was perfect for this layout. So I pulled that out. And I don't know how long I've had those, but I wanted to pull them out. And then this Crafter Square orange sticker I thought was perfect. And it would help bring in the orange that I have brought in to use. And then I have these little tags, and I've used some of these tags recently, I believe this month, for some kind of a mixed media layout that I did earlier in the month. It could have been Scrapbook Crafternoon or Mixed Media Mayhem or Mix It Up Monday. I do a lot of mixed media stuff, you all. I think that it was a Scrapbook Crafternoon though. And then I decided to use a Spring Inks paper pad from Recollections. And then I also pulled this ombre paper that has the orange. And that's also from a Recollections pad. I want to use that. And I want to use some of the scraps from here. And then a base page from this paper pad as well. And I'm going to try, and I succeed, not to pull in that gold, because I do have that one silver heart that I want to get used. So let's see how this goes. So the first thing I did was find my base page, and I love this paper. I'm so glad there's like 3 of each one in the collection or in the paper pad, because that mixed media look, without all the hard work and mess of mixed media, since it's almost midnight and I am ready for bed. I've been up since 5, had to take my kiddo to Children's Hospital this morning for a procedure, and I am tired, even though I took a nap. So I cut my picture down originally to a 4x4, but there's like a banner in the way, or a beam. And so I trimmed it down just a smidge. So it's like 4x3 3/4. And I'm at it on this blue. I did not feel like the sky disappeared into the blue. Felt like it was enough of a difference to start with the blue, because I wanted to mat it on the orange. Because the orange paper, that ombre paper, is going to help it stand out against the mixed media, or the fake mixed media. And I'm looking to see, because I want something like a strip of something across the bottom, like for it to set and rest on. But first I'm going to double mat it on this orange paper. And I choose the bottom part where it is all orange, instead of the part up at the top where it's white and then orange, because of where it's going to be sitting on this paper. So I get it matted down, and I'm going to tear this little piece of pink. Originally I wasn't going to pull the pink in, but there is pink in the skyline. And so I go ahead and ink that up with some chipped sapphire. It's whatever was left over on my little ink pad or my little dauber. And so I just get that inked up, and then I'm going to get that put down on the page. But first I am going to fiddle around a little bit and try and figure out the best way to get this on here. So I don't want it right in the middle, because I think like the way that this paper lays, I don't mind to cover a little bit more of the pink up, since I'm bringing the pink in with that piece of strip piece of paper. So then I decide I want a little bit more orange, so I'm going to make a banner, a fishtail. And when I first do this, I'm thinking I'm going to cut this in half. I'm going to have each part come out from the pink paper. And then it looked ridiculous because it's the same width practically, and I thought that looks dumb. So I kind of hem-haw back and forth, and I think I'm going to put it that way, and I was not happy with this outcome. So I decide I want another piece of paper here to be wider, and maybe I can have banners come off of that. And so I pick the rest of this white and orange. I tear the top and bottom of the orange. I was trying to remember if I did both. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to put this down here on that so that it is resting on that orange and white paper. And I definitely love the way that looks. It brings the color down further on the page, but that white part breaks up the mixed media watercolory bits on the top. And then I try out these banners, and I did trim those down. I may have cut that part out. I did trim those down a little because they were so wide. They were the same width as that pink paper. So I trim them down just a little, and then I'm going to tuck them in to where it's predominantly tucked in, and only a little bit is coming out. And I am much happier with the outcome after I do that, because it was looking peculiar. So now that I've got that down there, I'm going to start, that's the only piece left of that little ombre paper. I'm going to start putting down some of my embellishments. So I want these little clouds up in the sky. I was just showing you all that I've broken all my nails. I can't pick up anything. And we just moved last weekend. And so everything that I broke all but like 3 of my fingernails. So I can't pick up anything. All these little papers, I have to slide them off my desk to pick them up. And there is a fourth, there we go. There's going to say there's a fourth cloud, and I couldn't find it, but I did find it, and there it is. So I put this little word love down here, and I really do like the way that looks. It's kind of like a peekaboo situation. You can tell what it says. It's very obvious. And like I said, that was just something cut out from my Cricut for like a frame or something I was making, and the word, or maybe even a card. I think it was a card. And so, you know, I hold on to everything. I am such a hoarder with that stuff. But, you know, I think that it looks cute on here. And so it worked out for me this time. So I take this tag, and I originally start by putting it horizontal, and then I like it better tucked in a smidge and right here vertically on the layout. And I pulled that love up, and I put that back down with some Nouveau Deluxe, and I pop out that little tag hole. And then I'm going to put that little word love in the orange right there. And it's a very close call, and actually kind of patterned to where it almost looks like that paper, the orange paper in the background. And so I like that. And yes, I know the word love is on there twice, and I'm okay with that. There's lots of love on this layout. So it's just fine and dandy. So I just get that tucked in there to where you can't see the bottom, that it's cut off, but you can still see the word. And I'm looking at it to make sure that it's all covered up. And then I decide I want to pull out my little thing and see if I can find another tag to put over here on the left side. And there's a plethora of them. Some of them are that dark blue, but I find this little orange one that has orange and the light blue. and I like that better. There is that dark blue polka dot on that one tag, but I feel like between that and the sapphire, chip sapphire, that's good with the dark color. I don't want to bring too much of that in. So I put that in a little cockeyed coming out from behind the picture. And then I take my time getting this. A daughter needs a dad to teach her the value, that value as a person is more than the way she looks, which I found to be absolutely perfect for this layout. And then the other thing is I want to get these little hearts and finish off these sticker sheets. So that's 2 sticker sheets completely finished off. They are both Miss Grossman's. Some of I think one of them said like 1996 on the back of it. Yeah, they're old. I've had them for a long time. So then I have this little piece of a doily. I think I used the rest of that a couple days ago on a 30 Days of Sketches layout. And I am just inking the sides with what's left over on my dauber from that chip sapphire. And I do put a little on the actual top part of that doily as well, so it stands out, especially where it's predominantly white. And originally I was going to put it over on the far left, but decided to put it closer to the tag so that there's not that awkward gap right there. So I just get that tacked down. At this point, I'm saying something like, I wish this was a live video so y'all could tell me if this looks good. I am determined to do a live video at some point in the near future, you all. I really do want to do one. I really wonder if anyone would be interested in coming and watching me scrapbook live and just shooting the breeze, or as my grandma would say, chewing the rag, which is a really weird term to me and sounds kind of gross, but whatever. So I decided not to use those recollection stickers because the blue in them is not the same as the blue in the page already. So I just kind of left that alone. I decided not to use this Enjoy the Journey, even though the phrasing is appropriate. It just was not going to fit, and I have a lot of words on here already. So I glued down the little hearts that, like I said, were like the inside of some die cut that I had on my Cricut. And I get those down, and then I use my Rose Water Nouveau drops and make 3 little dots down by the left side of the doily and above that, right there above the heart on the right. And then I get my black enamel accents by Ranger, and they're in black tie, and I make 3 dots up above the left heart and 3 dots down in the white. So it kind of brings the black in 3 different places as well as the pink. And so it gives me that triangle effect all across the layout. So I love the way that this turned out, you all. It was completely spur of the moment. I knew that my layout for 30 Days of Sketches was not going to fit a Stash Dive Tuesday because I used all the Paige Evans Wonders collection. And the only thing I brought in other than that was some Sticko hearts. So it was not anywhere near a Stash Dive, even though I was using up some stash that I have had in my collection for a little while. So that is it. And this is my finished layout. I hope that you all enjoyed this. I would love for you all to come back. And tomorrow I'll have day 29 of 30 Days of Sketches. And then the next day will be day 30 and a layout share. And then July the 1st starts something new. And I do have some exciting, maybe new thing that I am going to do in July. I am going to do off the board with all the amazing crafters. I'm so excited they invited me. But I am going to do something one day each weekend as a special video. I'm going to talk more about that either tomorrow or on the 30th, just as a little introduction. So I hope you will come to that, and I hope you all will comment below and follow along with all the other awesome creatives who are doing Stash Dive Tuesday. And I hope to see you again super, super soon. Have a great day and happy scrapping.